Okay, in this video I want to talk about logic. Okay, now it's been a long time, since back in the 80s, since I studied logic, philosophy. Well, I've studied philosophy since then, but not logic. That falls under the category of philosophy at the college or university I went to at the time. Anyway, you know what I mean. But the reason it's on my mind is because I know a lot of us are well aware of this, that some people, some certain types of people, they never use logic. It's their own little brand of logic that they use, what sounds logical to them, or they sometimes try to use that brand of logic to make the other person seem like they're not logical, when the logic doesn't make any sense. You got all that? But no, I'm not perfect in it myself. I'm well aware of that. But what's on my mind really is that these days I see this more and more. I see that people are they're coming up with, it's a bit more like they get part of the way in the equation, you know, and maybe out of laziness or greed or whatever is pushing them, they stop right there. They don't add all the variables to the equation. You know, they may think, you know, A minus A, you know, well, not, okay, let's just scratch that off the board. Minus A equals Z. You know, they're leaving out something there. And like, if they do this, then that will happen. No, it might be if you do this, you can't do that, and then maybe that'll happen. You see what I'm saying? But these days, so many people will just stop. You know, once they think, okay, here is the solution, and that's it. You know, they don't see that there might be other factors involved, you know, in this solution. You know, I'm mixing factors and variables here. So, yeah, that's real good. Okay, what's also on my mind with this is when somebody sets out to do something and they have a goal, and their goal, they're not the type of person to hurt anybody, you know, anybody or anything. They don't think like that. They don't think about, you know, causing other people or stepping all over other people to reach their own goal. But they do have a goal, and they think about it. They say, if I do this, then that, you know, should happen. Well, what happens in the process is the same kind of thing I'm mentioning, is that with all of them combined, it has a negative effect on certain people. Okay? You know, if you don't add all the pieces together right, if you stop before you finish the thought, you know, to make it totally logical, try to factor in as much as you can before making that final decision on what you should do. Okay, I'm certainly mixing a whole bunch of stuff here. But this is another problem I think that I see these days, is that people think that, you know, somebody has a goal and it winds up not being the best for other people, that their intention was for it to not be best for other people. Now, sometimes it is. Sometimes that is. That they didn't care enough about anybody else to even think it all the way through. But sometimes it's just their, you know, it could be just their desire to reach their goal, that they don't think it all the way through. Now, we really never know what motivates other people, totally motivates. They don't even know what motivates themselves, and we don't know what totally motivates ourselves. But yeah, you know, if generally their personality overall is not to hurt or harm other people, it just is like, what do you call it, a byproduct or something. Yeah, you know. But I think I'm seeing this more and more often, is that people are not thinking it through. You know, slowing down, thinking about everything that could happen if they do X or minus X. What could be the result? Okay, there's much more to this, but I just want to put out this little bit right now, so don't think I haven't thought it through. So, yeah, that would be an example of what I'm talking about, right? But yeah, there's more to it than this, but why don't you just go ahead and, if you want to, leave a comment what you think about it and where you would go from there. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later.